How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And before we get started today, we got to jump in and get through the off season. So here you guys see these are the free agents with qualifying offers. Teoscar Hernandez is the big one, and Michael Brantley did not retire. So we can really think about bringing Brantley back, and we're going to offer Teoscar and Brantley both contracts. Getting through retirements, Robinson Cano is gone. Now back here, we're going to offer Teoscar Hernandez 2 years, $14 million, as well as a 1 year deal for Michael Brantley, in hopes that we can bring them both back to us. However, it did not appear to be so, as Teoscar Hernandez signs with the Chicago White Sox for a 5 year, $43 million deal. So unfortunately, we lose that bat in the lineup. And I told you guys I wanted to make some trades, so I traded Marco Gonzalez to the Mets for Albert Nieve, 22-year-old B potential closer. I don't expect to get much out of him, but this is the big trade of the offseason for us. Our big move, Evan White and Eugenio Suarez to the Pittsburgh Pirates for Brian Hayes. And that's going to be, solidify the hot corner for us. Ohtani going to the Twins. Josh Hader going to the White Sox in a 5 year deal. White Sox and the Red Sox were very busy this offseason. It was pretty intense seeing them do it, figure it out. Severino goes to the Angels, and then we tried to bring in Ian Happ to play left field for us or right field for us, but he decided to go to the Red Sox, and the Red Sox acquire Freddie Freeman and give up Garrett Whitlock, and not a lot for Freddie Freeman. To be honest, it's kind of surprising. Kershaw to the Phillies, Chapman to the White Sox. So the Sox were busy this year, and Aaron Nola to the Angels, and finally Julio Urias, 6 years to the Red Sox as well. Now, our offseason was relatively quiet. Tyler Glass now goes to the Cardinals from the Rays, but we did sign Joey Gallo to play right field for us. Didn't have a great year last year, but we brought him on for a $5.2 million deal, and we brought on Jose Alvarado to beef up the bullpen, 3 years and $7 million per deal. So that is a quick rundown of our off season, and we will get started here on opening day here with against the New York Mets as we watch this horrible flyover. But yeah, quick little recap of the off season there. Red Sox and White Sox looking to be impressed with their big moves this season, and we'll have to see how it pans out. But first, we have a 3-game set with the New York Mets, who struggled last year. And looking at their rotation, it's kind of no wonder why Max Scherzer is on the decline. Justin Verlander was traded away to the Orioles. They got Adley Rutschman in their lineup, so they have something, I guess, to look forward to. As you look at the preseason predictions, Michael Brantley predicted to lead an average, but Julio and everything else. But David Peterson is their ace, and he's a guy where, you don't expect to get ace-like numbers. That's not an ace. So it'll be interesting to see how the Mets perform this year and how we perform this year. We lost a big bat in Teoscar Hernandez, and Joey Gallo is looking to fill that role, and I would even argue our bench is a little bit thinner. Sam Haggerty is going to be your everyday left fielder against lefties, which we're facing today. Like, that's, not amazing, but it is what it is. But we do acquire a corner infielder in Brian Hayes, who's older than I thought he was. He's 30 years old now, and he's got that big deal that the Pirates gave him. But he is a great fielder and not too terrible offensively. Starling Marte climbs in and fouls off the first pitch of the game. So it'll be interesting to see how we perform this year. That's cranked into left field. Haggerty being tested early. Looks up and into the bullpen it goes. And Starling Marte leads off the ball game with a solo shot to left field. And the Mets open this game up here. Start the scoring. And it's 1-0 New York. Still trying to figure out classic pitching, just to add a little bit more challenge. I am playing on legend pitching and all-star directional hitting. As I've tried to, I actually played like a chunk of this game on Hall of Fame, but I'm struggling still with Hall of Fame to match up timings. So I'm just gonna stick with All Star unless I just absolutely need to up the difficulty. Brandon Nimmo climbing in, batting second. He takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Castillo looking to get ahead here and stay ahead. Change up in for a strike as well, 0-2. And he got him with the fastball. The high heat strikes him out. Jeff McNeil, the second baseman. He's going to hit that to the hole, into the hole in left field. And that is a one-out base hit. Mets get another man on for Pete Alonso. He can go deep, but instead, Brian Hayes getting his first chance in a Mariners uniform defensively and starts a great double play. But Starling Marte starts the scoring off early, and we have played a half of the inning. Mets are on top 1-0. And like I said, David Peterson on the mound. He is the Mets ace, and those are not ace-like numbers. A 5 ERA through 33 starts. Not great. 64 walks, all in only 153 innings pitched. But we're not going to see our bats for a while now. We're going to jump to the third. Eduardo Escobar going to take a strike, 0-1. 1,200 hits for him. Fouls off that two-seamer, or four-seamer, to the backstop, down 0-2. Got him with the changeup, strike three. Another three-pitch strikeout for Castillo, and that's his second strikeout of the ball game. So the lineup card will flip over for Starling Marte, once again climbing back in, and he went deep his first time up just a couple minutes ago here in the video. Looking to avoid that as he falls behind Marte 1-0. Hit to right. Gallo will play it on a hop. And Marte, 2 for 2. He's on base again. Brandon Nimmo climbing in once more. Struck out his first time up. Checks his swing, but it's called a strike, 0-1. Roped foul by the Mets dugout. Nimmo was an all-star last year. And almost got him with a changeup, but he got a piece of it to stay alive. 0-2. Got him again with the high fastball. And that will allow Castillo to get out of the inning to the fourth. McNeil leading off. Takes a strike. Castillo is pounding the zone, only giving up that one run so far, but the Mariners offense can't get it going here as we play the fourth inning. And McNeil quickly down 0-2. Got him with the fastball. The high heat is working today. Fourth strikeout for Castillo. Lindor rips that to center field. Julio on the run. Makes the running grab onto the warning track. So Alonso at first for Adley Rutschman. Takes a fastball outside. Change up low. Hitters count. Hit to right. Gallo's just gonna watch as that is into the seats. And Adley Rutschman adds to the Mets' lead with a 2-run shot here in the fourth. And the Mets are up now 3-0 as the long ball comes back to bite Castillo once again. Second home run of the day for Mets hitters. This time a 2-run shot to right field from the catcher. So we're being no hit. Bottom 4, Sam Haggerty is going to strike out. 4th strikeout for Peterson. So I said he's not an ace, but he is putting up ace-like numbers. At least here in this first start of the year, and we're not a bad team by any means. And he's going to have 5 strikeouts through 4. So Castillo's also pitching well. He's made a couple of mistakes, but so far, I mean, he's doing pretty good. Just wish you could give him some more runs, or even just still take a hit at this point. Marte back in to the box. 2 for 2. Looking to keep him off the base paths. Checks his swing. He went around, said the first base umpire. And he is down 0-2. 69th pitch of the game from Castillo is a fastball swung on and missed, strike 3. Yet another 3-pitch strikeout. To the 5th, 2 outs for Terang. Left on left. Takes a curveball in the inner half of the zone. Strike 1. Gets a piece of that fastball, but fouls it off. He is quickly down 0-2. Now, Peterson doesn't have a perfect game going. He does have a no-hitter going as Terang strikes out. He's given up a couple of walks, but we can't get anything going here. So we're at the halfway point to the 6th. 3-4-5 for New York. McNeil takes a strike, 0-1. That's a ball, 1-1. 75 pitches for Castillo through 5. Hit down the line, and that is a foul ball, 1-2. That pitch usually gets a swing and miss out of these Mets hitters, but this time they're able to lay off, or McNeil is at least. And he can't catch up to that fastball. Yet another strikeout, 7th of the ball game for Castillo. Here's Alonso. Hit hard. Foul. Fastball low. Hit weakly to Terang at short, and 2 out here in the 6th. Lindor now. He's been quiet, 0-2. I imagine this is Castillo's last inning as he gets ahead of Lindor with the fastball. Energy's getting up, getting low, and pitch count getting up there as that fastball misses inside. That fastball's missed inside. 2-1. Pitch 85 is hit weakly foul. So maybe he can get that 8th K of the day. Nope, ground ball to Bryce. Deep in the hole, and he won't have a play because I didn't want to potentially airmail the throw. So Lindor will reach base. Here's Rutschman. He had a home run his last time up, and he takes a changeup low. Castillo creeping up on 90 pitches. Pitch in the dirt. No play for Riley, even though he threw down to second. That bag was stolen with ease by Lindor. So runner in scoring position. 3-0. At this point, do you just walk him? He had the green light, 3-0, and just got a piece of that fastball. In the dirt, ball 4. So runners at first and second now for Mark Canha. Got to think about warming someone up in the bullpen. 0-1. 1-1. And we will start warming up an arm here. Gonna warm up Brentz and Brash. 2-1. 2 outs. Runners at second and first. 3-1. Looks like Castillo's basically out of gas. Double play ball. Ty France, 360 spin. Actually, not a double play. It was 2 outs. But regardless, good play by France. Probably could have taken it to the bag himself. And he keeps this deficit right where it is. So Matt Brash coming in here in the 7th. He's going to pick up a strikeout. He has something to prove this season. He's young, but last season was not great. And there's going to be extra bases there for Eduardo Escobar. He's going to have a 1-out double. Marte, 2 for 3. 3 for 4. Escobar will hold at third. So still a 3-0 game. Double play. There's Arroyo. Flip to Terang. On to France. And they will get the double play. Still nothing going here against Peterson. But Haggerty puts a drive into this one, a charge, and it is off the wall. He just missed a home run, matter of feet. And instead have to settle for the 1-out double, and there's a hit for the Mariners. I mean, we're still in this ballgame. It's only 3-0. Anything can happen. It ain't over till it's over. 2 outs, though. Christian Arroyo looking to come through. And he hits a weak little ground ball to the second baseman. And no change in the score. Alvarado getting some action here on opening day. And he's going to get the first out and gets a little active out there. Gets to make the play himself. Connor Joe coming over from the Pirates to the Mets. Been quiet tonight, 0 for 3. And that's going to be a tough play for Terang, but he gets him! A second out of the inning. Good play by Bryce. Much better throw than the last time he was deep in the hole like that. Here is Eduardo Escobar. Switch hitter batting right against the lefty. Takes a sinker in for a strike. 1 for 3. Alvarado looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Chops it back off of Cal Raleigh. And he's quickly down 0-2. The pitch. Gets a piece, fouls it back. Hit to third. Cabrian is there. And that will end the 9th inning. So the Mariners need to get something started. They have been held to just 1 hit through 8. Peterson going for the shutout, the opening day shutout. Here's Rodriguez. Slider is a strike. Only 93 pitches, too. It's quite impressive. That's how bad my hitting is. Hit to left center field. It'll get down, our second hit of the game, and it's a leadoff hit. And it is only a 3-run ball game. So they will take Peterson out, bring in Diaz. Diaz in 64 appearances converted 50 of 57 saves. And he throws some gas. So that'll be that will be a challenge. Here's Hayes. First pitch swinging gets a piece of that fastball, 0-1. Fastball high. To the backstop. Rodriguez is going to move up to second base. And there's another strike. Hayes is down 2-2. Julio takes his lead. And he got him. Jammed him. Not a good pitch. That was ball 3, but it's Edwin Diaz, and I swung and missed. Here's Ty France. He's had a walk. Goes the other way. Base hit. Here comes Rodriguez. Throw in from the right fielder is off the line a little bit, and the Mariners get on the board. RBI single for Ty France, and it's a 2-run deficit. Ty first pitch swinging and rips it the other way into right. The only downside now is France is slow AF. Here's Haggerty. Had a double his last time up. We'll take a double right here. Ooh. Fastball towards the knees, and Haggerty swung on, missed. Two-seamer in the middle of the zone. Again, barely gets a piece. Fastball, the inside corner. Haggerty knew it. Strike 3. Mariners down to their final out, and it'll come at the hands here of, or into the hands of Joey Gallo. Our right fielder for this year, $5 million for him. And if he can come in clutch here, he is the tying run. And we know Gallo has that power. Ooh, 2-0. Should be 3-0, but instead it's 2-1. Fastball swung on and missed. Mariners down to their final strike. To the backstop. Ty France will move up to second base. So a runner in scoring position. Gets a piece to left field. Left fielder barely has to move, and that's the ball game. Mets take game 1 and take opening day on a wonderful performance by David Peterson and former Mariner Tom Murphy. Back in Seattle to start the new season, this time with the Mets. And unfortunate for us, Castillo pitched well, gave up a few, not great pitches. David Peterson pitched probably the best game he will ever pitch. So here we go, simming here, game 2. And Cal Raleigh dislocates his shoulder. He is out for 1 to 2 months, and that is a big blow to start the season. But you know what that means. Harry Ford is going to get the chance to play every day for the next 1 to 2 months. And I forgot to set the scouting, so we're going to miss a week of scouting, but I don't really ever show it on the channel anyways. So unfortunately, while we get our first win, it comes at the price of Cal Raleigh. Mets had 2 errors. Oof, that's not good. Joey Gallo had a triple, Rodriguez a double and a home run. 4 RBIs for Julio. Arroyo had a couple RBIs. Kirby goes 4, gives up 4. And Isaiah gets the first win of the season. His first win, going 3, giving up 2 hits, walking a couple, and not striking out any. And Andres Munoz gets the save. So, we got to play Harry Ford's. And it's not his major league debut, I guess. But, he doesn't have, I don't think he has a ton of catching experience. And I've got to actually go in and sign a catcher to just make this a little more balanced here. So you guys get to come along while I do that. I have to figure out where the free agency button is. So obviously not a lot to do here in catching, free agency. But it doesn't matter. We just need a guy we'll take a relatively young guy. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's just to fill out AA. And we will try, but Brian Lavastida, I guess? I don't really know how you say this man's name. But he wants more than he's worth. So we are just going to ignore him. But Harry Ford getting the start here. As we send, or as we make sure everything is fixed that way. And you got to set the lineup so you guys kind of get to see what our lineup looks like. Got to set the no DH ones, even though whoever's playing with no DH, good for you, I guess. But, I get the argument that it takes away some strategy of the game, but it's just nice to not have an automatic out in the 9-hole. All right, here we go. Harry Ford, first game of the season for him. And already coming up in a big spot against Max Scherzer. Bottom 3, 2 on, nobody out. First pitch is a fastball, high and away. Ball 1. Arroyo at second, Terang at first. And Ford could give the Mariners an early lead here. Up the middle, base hit. Here comes Arroyo, and he will score. It's 1-0 Seattle. And I will go ahead and just get this out of the way early before I forget to even comment on it, as that is his first major league hit and RBI. So Ford has had some experience with the MLB, but hasn't had any luck on base or getting on base. He in this, like, I've played a few games since this recording, and y'all, he's fun to hit with. He hits the ball hard, and unfortunately, it's gonna find outfield or fielders most of the time. But man, he's gonna be the catcher of the future. I think. I hope. Like I said, really enjoyed what he can bring to this team. All right. Lineup card flipping over now for Scherzer. Here's Rodriguez. And he will draw a walk. Bases are loaded for France. Scherzer starting to show his age, it seems. He was in the running for the Cy Young last year in the NL, but by the time we got to him in, I believe it was late August, he had just kind of fallen off and already kind of having to struggle here in inning number 3. And that'll be a fly out to left field. Sac fly. So an RBI for France, or Brian Hayes, I should say. And it's 2-0 Mariners. Here is Ty France. Moving down to the number 3 spot. Might want to, I might adjust this lineup down the line. Who knows? And he will swing and miss. So don't want to leave these base runners on. Joey Gallo, 0 for 1. Looking to open this game up a little bit. And to left field. And the shortstop, Fred Lindor, is there. Makes the catch. But the Mariners get out to a 2-0 lead. And it's 2-1 now in the 5th. But Ford could drive in an RBI here. Another one. Runner at second. Bottom 5. Scherzer's first pitch is a fastball. It missed. Ball 1. Terang, it looks like, is at second. That makes sense if there's no one out. Anyway, slider fouled off. Count even. Scherzer at 55 pitches here. Hit to right field. Or behind the second baseman, I guess. Or behind the second base bag, I should say. So that's an out. So Harry Ford cannot drive in the run. On to the 7th we go. It's kind of been a little quiet ever since. It's 4-1 though. Tries to go the other way. Fouls it off. 0-1. On the mound is Daniel Lynch, who I believe is going by Danny Lynch, and because he was on he was on the Braves for a little bit this season. However, he's got Ford down 0-2. Hit hard up the middle, base hit, second hit of the game for our catcher. And that's what you like to see in that 9-hole, getting on base. Julio's been 0 for 2, down 0-2, walked in the 3rd. And I guess that'll get down because I'm just going to keep running. And I'll get in. So Harry Ford goes first to 3rd on the base hit. So we can make this a 5-1 game. Brian Hayes drove in a run last time with a sac fly. And that's a ground ball. And that'll be a double play. No, it won't be. Okay, never mind. I can't count. So he grounds out into a double play, but Ford comes in to score. And we take this game and take the series 2-1. Logan Gilbert is your player of the game. But I think that should go to Harry Ford, who had a couple of hits. He's your top batter of the game, according to this. So, I will catch you guys later for more action. Next time we will look at another debut. While this one was a little unexpected in that I didn't expect it to happen so early in the season, Emerson Hancock, our number 5 starter, will get the ball against the reigning world champs, the Toronto Blue Jays, here at home, as it is a rematch of the divisional series. So soon, too. So I'll catch you guys next time for that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you saw here, and I will see you guys later. Enjoy.